Please put your hands together for Arty P! Nice, thank you guys. How's everyone doing? Good. Just flew down, got here today. Glad to be in LA, smoking capital, I guess, right? Yeah, I don't know. I smoked last week for the first time in 5 years. And honestly, man, I can't believe how strong the meth has got. Like, I used to be it's too strong, man. You fucking stay up for too long, you know? Like one hit, you used to stay up for one night, now it's like 3 and you try to build a meth lab. It's too much, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like Josh, I try to give up drinking. I don't have like an actual drinking problem. I try to do like no drinking challenges for a few weeks, you know, and nobody respects it. You know what I mean? Nobody cares. Because if you have an actual problem, it's like, hey man, like I support you. I hope you get through this. You know, hey, like whoever it is, you know. But if you don't, and you're just trying to like, I'm just doing this for a few weeks, you're like a nuisance. People are like, get away from me. You know what I mean? You ever try to go to the bar with your friends, and they're all having fun and drinking, and you tell them that you're sober? Dude, they get like offended. You know? Last week I went to the bar with my buddies. They're like, hey, we're gonna have a round of drinks. You want anything, Arty? Like a gin and tonic, everyone's having fun. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna grab, you know, a water with a lemon. My buddy just goes, why would you say something like that? I realized the only respectable answers, man, if you're a recovering alcoholic, you know? It's like, oh, no, I can't drink. If I do, I might die. People still like, like legit, my cousin was like, I can't drink. If I do, I'll lose custody of my kids. And my buddy went, well, how many kids do you have? He's like, oh, I never looked at it that way. You know, I guess I can have one drink and see 2 out of 3 of my shitty fucking kids. I can't complain like at all. I'm back home for a month, and I got immigrant parents. My parents are Polish immigrants, and dude, if you have immigrants as parents, they have no empathy for your problems. They don't care. You know, it's just nothing. You know, because anytime I'm complaining, it just sounds dumb. And my dad will always be like, "Why are you complaining? Why? We escaped communism in Poland. Why are you complaining?" And last thing I was like yelling about, I was like, Dad, I bought this yogurt and I didn't know there's gonna be grapes in it. You know what I mean? I didn't know there's gonna be grapes, they're soft. I don't like when it touches my mouth, you know? And my dad would just bring up like the worst of the worst and be like, oh, poor you, grapes, huh? Yeah, back when we were in Poland, we would get grapes once a year. Once a year, we would wait in line for hours in the winter time in the freezing cold. Yeah. That's how your uncle died. But he was a very weak man. He deserved to die. I don't know. My dad, we're very different, but he is a my favorite person to make laugh. You know, but our sense of humors are off. And sometimes he doesn't get it. You know, like he was listening to me and a few of my buddies were in the living room. And I was like telling my buddy Mike, I was like, yeah, you know, the other day this gay dude walked by me and complimented me, and I felt really good about it. And Mike went, did you bang him? And I said, yes. And my dad overheard us, and he goes, why is everybody laughing? And I had to be like, no, Dad, it's a joke. I banged a dude, it's a joke. And he just goes, you had sex with a man for a joke? I was like, no, I was just thinking about it as a joke. I wrote it, you know, like I was just thinking about it. And he just goes, so you think about it a lot, huh? I don't know, man. No dudes, I got a girlfriend, 2 years now. Yeah, feel free, guys, feel free. Yeah, 2 years, and what I appreciate, like, there's no filter around us anymore, you know, and she just doesn't care at all. But sometimes it's just like, Jesus, you know? Like we were legit laying in bed and I was just like kissing her neck and she looks over at me, she's like, babe, I'm willing to have sex, but I'm so tired that I'm not gonna move and I might fall asleep. And I was like, oh my God, baby, say no more. And I roll over and she goes, what are you doing? I go, I'm not doing that. And she goes, don't you love me? I go, I think you're getting love confused with necrophilia, all right? She's like, let's do it. I was like, no. And then she goes, what if I like it? I'm like, well, I'm scared I might happen to like it, all right? I don't want to be fucking dead bitches in 6 months, all right? Giving my girl something to drink. She's like, oh, you know, is that NyQuil? I'm like, shh, just drink it up, all right? You asked for this, all right? I don't know. Legit, it's just like every other day, something like that, man. Legit, like the next day, she looks over at me and she just goes, oh, babe, I can't have sex. I'm on my period. I hate blowjobs. Do you want a hand job? And I was like, babe, when you say it like that, how can I say no? And like, what a sales technique. Jesus Christ, huh? Imagine getting that technique anywhere else. Just give me 3 options. Give me the worst one. Imagine walking into McDonald's and before you order, the manager's like, whoa, hold on. Just to let you know, we got no burgers, no fries, but I can give you a hand job. All right, bro, take off your gloves. Let's do this, huh? My girl, after a couple drinks, she just gets like super horny, and I'm not complaining about that. That's great, you know what I mean? But like, she thinks she's being like smooth and sexy, but she's just mad aggressive. You know, because girls don't gotta be like sexy to get like sex from their man. You know, like no, it doesn't work like that. Me, like I gotta know like how my girl works. I gotta, you know, kiss her left hand once, kiss her right hand twice, you know, kiss her neck 27 times because her birthday is March 27th, you know what I mean? All that stuff, and if she just stiff arms me, I'm like, fuck, I gotta go back to the lab and figure it out, right? My girl, like, she's never just gonna grab me and I'm gonna like, babe, can you just please tell me why you love me first, you know what I mean? My girl one time, legit, in the heat of the moment, grabbed my dick like this, and then slowly looked up at me and just went, are you ready for this? And I was like, I don't think I am. I don't think I am. It's a little aggressive, all right? Why do you have a gun, all right? Oh, man. We do, I like dirty talk, you know what I mean? Like, anyone, yeah, whatever. I got standard white guy dirty talk. Just whatever, you know, I'll murder you, you know what I mean? Simple as shit. Nothing past that, right? Can't be smooth. No. My girl, she sometimes she has shit, but it's like I don't know if it's considered dirty talk. It's like keep it to yourself is what I call it. You know, like she was giving me a hand job with her left hand, and then mid hand job, a few minutes in, she switches hands to her right, keeps going, and then whispers in my ear, "Oh my God, my wrists are so weak." And like, you can't be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, you try to keep it in the heat of the moment. I try to say something back in a sexy voice. I'm like, don't worry, baby, I'll take you to the doctor's tomorrow. You know what I mean? You're gonna maneuver and figure it out, right? Yeah. I like, she'll say stuff, man, as I'm having an orgasm. And like, as a dude, like, you just, you know what I mean? Like, you can't, your whole body's twitching, you don't know what's going on, your head's going back and forth, your left eye's closed, and you don't know, you can't think, you don't know legit what's going on, you know? And she'll say stuff. Like, right, it's hard, because I'll just say whatever comes to my mind, you know? And one time she was giving me a hand job, she sees me finishing, and she just looks down, and she goes, ah! It's like a machine gun! And I don't know why, out loud, I went, boo, 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 boo.
Yeah, like 2 minutes.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. We celebrated my birthday recently, and we went to this place to play bingo, you know, woo, party, you know what I mean? And we walked in, and I accidentally upset my girl, because like, I was excited, I didn't mean to. I was like, oh, babe, look, it's, you know, it's a bingo night run by cross-dressers. And she goes, oh, you can't say that. I was like, oh, my bad, what is it? She goes, it's drag queens. I go, okay, I'm sorry. She goes, yeah, you should be sorry. I'm like, okay. You know? And she goes, "The men who dress up as women and identify as women." I'm like, "All right." She's like, "Say it." I'm like, "Say what?" She's like, "Say the women." I'm like, "All right, the women." She's like, "You're right, the women." I'm like, "All right, good birthday, good birthday, good birthday," right? So we're sitting there, we're playing bingo, and then my girl just raised her hand. And one of the drag queens is like, "Oh, you got bingo?" And my girl just goes, "Oh, no. Haha. I was just kidding." I was like, "All right, good joke, babe." And I swear to God, the drag queen points to my girl and goes, "If you joke around like that again, I'm gonna drag you by the hair outside and beat the shit out of you." Yeah. And I looked at my girl and I was like, "Women, huh?" Oh, that was beautiful. That's what you want. Finger in bingo night, right? Yeah, that's my time, guys. Thank you very much.
Arty P, give it go!